Okay, guys, let me breathe because Dakota and Felicity have once again broken up. And the way this breakup saga is so long, it has its own seasons, its own cast, and at this point, it needs its own theme song. I blinked once, and Chaos just jumped out of the bushes like, Boo, bestie, we're back! Because Dakota, this man decided to take the breakup and turn it into a full production. Hanging out with other women, clubbing, spiraling, relapsing, and being filmed like someone's reality show pet project. Meanwhile, Felicity is somewhere punching the air and maybe the wall, maybe both. I don't know. I wasn't there, but spiritually, I feel it. Besties, the way these two always find a new level of chaos when you think they have finally hit their limit. And guess what? All the mess you know, all the context, all the screenshots, all the substance stuff, all the emotional manipulation, every single detail from the original script. Yeah, we are doing it. No cuts, no trimming, no skipping, just pure, raw, unfiltered Dakota and Felicity drama in the most Anna Op way possible. Grab water, grab snacks, grab your emotional support pillow because, oh, we're going in. So let's start where the teapot starts screaming. Dakota and Felicity have allegedly broken up. Again, and besties. At this point, it's not even breaking news, it's tradition. These two break up the way some people drink coffee, daily, loudly, and with unnecessary drama. They love a breakup moment the way normal people love a good nap, except their naps come with Facebook paragraphs, crying lives, and someone threatening to disappear forever before reappearing 12 hours like, Hi, besties. And remember, this is the same couple that swore its ass against the world while casually burning every single bridge in that same world. They came for James. They came for Corsell. They came for their supporters. They even managed to turn cameos into a full-blown scam moment. Like, bestie, cameos are the easiest money on earth. You press record and say, Happy birthday, Jessica. You press send. But no, they said, what if we ruin this too? And now they're finally run out of people to fight. So they turned on each other. Poetic, in a chaotic, low budget reality show kind of way. Top comment energy had me in tears. At this point, their relationship is a community project because everyone else is involved, but the two of them still don't get it. Accurate, painful, hilarious.
So Felicity and Dakota broke up yet again. And the reason they broke up is kind of crazy. So they told James the reason they broke up is because Dakota no longer has an apartment and Felicity is tired of living on the streets. It's like I've been saying all this time that Felicity has a home to go to. It might not be the best living situation, but it's a place that she could go to, and she was choosing not to be there. And so she messed up Dakota's living situation, got him back on the streets, got him banned from his own apartment, and then had them living with some like random people. And now she's tired of it and was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home. You figure this out by yourself. She does say in this Facebook post that she still loves him and that she can't wait to live with him. Basically, she'll get back together with him when he gets a new apartment, but for the time being, they're done. We'll see how long that actually lasts. We all know that they go back and forth all the time, but I do think it is kind of fucked up that she caused him to lose his place, made him get back on the streets with her, and then got tired of it and went back home and left him to go struggle by himself. I don't know what's gonna happen to Dakota, but wish him the best. Hope he figures it out.
But wait, because the next part is actually disrespectful. So, allegedly, Felicity told James the big reason they broke up this time was because Dakota lost his apartment. Bestie, this is so serious. She is the reason he lost it. Her. She got banned from the entire complex because tenants kept reporting her. But Dakota, being in love or delusional or both, kept sneaking her in like it was a jailbreak mission. And the apartment management basically said, try us again and you'll be trying homelessness. And they meant it. And now she's using his eviction as the excuse for the breakup. The audacity isn't on clearance. It's buy one, get one free. And apparently, she told James she was tired of living on the streets and couldn't do it anymore. Meanwhile, she has a home. She has parents. They might not be the best parents ever, but at least she isn't sleeping outside. Dakota had nothing. No parents home, no backup, just the apartment he fought for and well-wishers who tried to support him. And he lost all of that because of her. And then she left him. After he sacrificed everything, after she ruined his stability, after he gave up his only safety net, the baby, the manipulation was not done. Miss Girl ran to Facebook and posted a whole telenovela paragraph like she was auditioning for Days of Our Lives, the discount edition. Wherever you are, Dakota, I will always love you. I cannot wait to move in with you. You are the love of my life, my ride or die. I will always love you no matter what. Besties. I ascended. I levitated. I screamed. How are you writing dramatic soulmate paragraphs about a man you literally just left? This isn't love. This is emotional manipulation with sparkles. Because let's not forget, she's allegedly still texting her ex and sending cute messages on the side. Girl, what show are we watching? Is this a romance, a comedy, a psychological thriller? And the saddest part, Dakota always goes back. Always. People warn him, he ignores it. He spirals, he still runs back. It's like watching someone walk into a glass door over and over again. So maybe this breakup is real. Maybe it's temporary. Maybe it's the trailer for season 18 of Dakota and Felicity. The disaster continues. But here's the truth. They are not good for each other. Dakota was genuinely doing better before she came into the picture. His entire downfall timeline lines up perfectly with her arrival. And listen, Dakota isn't innocent. He is toxic too. But Felicity? She was the spark in the gasoline, the chaos starter, the person who turned inconvenience into catastrophe. So now everyone is wondering, are they done for real? Are they getting back together? What's happening? And besties, the way all of us collectively leaned forward like we are watching the mid-season finale of a show we don't even like but refuse to stop watching? Because Dakota? Oh, he didn't just say single error. He said, let me speedrun self-destruction and live stream it. This man popped out at a strip club faster than Felicity could type her next Facebook poem. Like, sir, therapy exists. Quiet time exists. Walking outside exists. But no, Dakota said, let me hit the neon lights and questionable life choices immediately. And who took him there? That rapper who clout chases Dakota and Felicity like they're his content pillars.
Guys, James sent me this video of Dakota out with some friends doing some activity. I can't say it on TikTok because they keep bringing my videos down, but it is the best thing I've seen all week. Because TikTok keeps taking the video down, I went ahead and I made an IG. It's the same name as my TikTok. If you guys want to go watch it, I think it's worth the watch. But I'm also going to upload all the TikTok tea drama videos on this account, so it's going to wipe out any of the stuff that you guys don't really care about, like me talking about my personal life, which, thanks guys, or me doing like my TikTok affiliate program videos and stuff. It's only going to be for the TikTok drama videos, so if you guys want to follow it, go follow it, but that's where the uncut version is. And guys, I cannot believe James took him. Nah, I'm playing. It was not James. It was his little new friend. A little rapper dude took him. And honestly, I have mixed feelings because I know Dakota struggles with substance abuse, so taking him to this environment isn't great for him. But on the other side, he's 21. He can go have some fun. I don't blame him, but...
Besties, this man never shows his own face. Just Dakota's. It's giving, I don't want to star in the movie, but I will direct it and collect the ad revenue. He films everything. Dakota breathing? Recorded. Dakota blinking? Uploaded. Dakota tripping over air? Viral. So obviously, he posts a whole video of Dakota dancing with a woman. Money flying everywhere. People hyping him like he's the main character in a movie he does not know he's in. Meanwhile, Dakota is smiling, moving, living, having the time of his life like he just got released from emotional prison. The besties. Let's not be fooled. This is not Dakota having fun. This is Dakota being treated like content with legs. He is being used. They aren't taking him out because they love him. They aren't taking him out because he needs a break. They are taking him out because he brings views, engagement, viral moments. And the way Dakota's eyes were blinking in 4K? Yeah, besties, we know. But then, this is where the tone shifts. Because Dakota's energy wasn't giving fun night out, it was giving my mental health mailed in a registration letter. He did not look okay. His whole vibe screamed relapse. And before anyone calls me dramatic, no, listen. He had actually made progress. He had stopped using. He was stabilizing. He was finally touching some version of structure. And then this environment, the cameras, the pressure, the chaos, the temptation dragged him straight back into the mess he was fighting so hard to get out of. And oh, besties, the receipts come with siblings, cousins, aunties, because his relapse is not speculation. James exposed text showing Dakota allegedly admitted to using ice. And besties, when I say my soul left the chat, I mean it packed its suitcase, grabbed a neck pillow, and boarded a flight. Not the man admitting to using ice like he's updating a grocery list.
A lot of you guys have been wondering, is Dakota still using substances? So let's talk about it. I do want to preface this by saying that this is an old photo. Basically, it's very highly likely that he is still using specifically a substance called ice. I can't use its actual name because you know how TikTok is. But let me show you a screenshot. I had to put my glasses on so I could see. But basically, these are texts between James and Corkle. James is the blue, Corkle is the black. James asks Corkle, is he still using substances? And Corkle says, I'm not really sure, but if I had to bet on it, probably. It's likely he is. He usually tries to hide that from me, but he probably is. And then James said, he told me he likes, and I was like, oh, Schmeed ain't nothing. And Dakota's response was, no, I like to ice. And that worried James. And that is something that James had told me prior about this situation where, and then he was like, well, you're not still using, are you? And Dakota was like, oh, no, I meant in the past. I meant in the past. But it's very, very likely that he is still using. Another thing that you guys kind of clocked in a video of Corkle's, I don't feel like going to go find it right now, but on one of the videos you see a little blue pipe sitting on his pillowcase. I mean, that could be used for Schmeed. It could be, but it's more likely that it's used for ice. But to answer your guys' question, it's very, very highly likely that Dakota is back to using again, and it's very likely that Felicity is now using as well.
And remember that video where Corsell showed Dakota's apartment? The same apartment he later got evicted from. The one with the Pokemon bedsheets that had all of us thinking, at least he has something cute. Yeah, well, the cute ended quick. Because sitting right there on the bed in full 1080p was a blue tool. You know the one. The tool that people use for AimJ, but also for ice. Besties. Not the evidence sitting front row like both VIP tickets. It wasn't hiding. It wasn't shy. It wasn't peeking from behind a pillow. No. It was just there like, hi bestie, welcome to the downfall arc. And oh, it gets heavier, like emotionally weighed blanket heavy. Back in October, before this breakup, before the clapping, before the chaos tornado, James and Corsell were actually trying to get Dakota into a treatment facility. Not just for the substances, but because they noticed he struggled with basic daily care. And when I say basic, I mean basic. Showering, brushing teeth, changing clothes, staying clean. Corsell had exposed this before, so none of us were shocked. But it still hurt because these are the things that show how deep someone's struggle really is. So James and Corsell tried to get him into a treatment plus caregiving program. But they knew that if they told him directly, he'd run faster than Felicity runs to Facebook after an argument. So they tried to do it involuntarily. But baby, he didn't qualify. He wasn't considered a legal danger to himself or others. At least, not enough for the system to step in. So they couldn't force treatment, meaning he had to choose the help. And guess what? He wasn't ready. Then, here's the heartbreaking twist. Just a week ago, he called James saying he wanted to get better. He wanted to get off the streets. He wanted treatment. There was a tiny spark of hope. And then, Enter Mr. Rapper Content Farmer. The rapper swooped in like the villain of a low budget series, filled Dakota's world with claps and cameras and chaos. And that tiny spark of progress got completely stomped out. And now, Dakota is allegedly using on camera with no shame. Besties, when someone is comfortable enough to do that on camera, that's not a red flag. That's a red flag parade. This is how far gone he is. This is how deep the relapse goes. This is the level of rock bottom where even rock bottom is like, hey babe, can you move? You're too close. Real talk, it's scary, like genuinely worrying, because the funniness stops here. At this point, it's not chaos for entertainment, it's chaos with real consequences, and everyone watching knows it. This is the part nobody wants to say out loud, but everyone is thinking. Like it's sitting on top of a group chat blinking at us. Dakota has always been drawn to the street life, like besties. Some people crave stability, routine, a cute morning coffee moment. Dakota? He craves chaos, noise, the environments where no one asks him to do basic things like brush his teeth or sign a lease. That's his comfort zone, his natural habitat. If chaos were a GPS location, Dakota would have it saved as home. It's messy, it's unstable, it has no rules, and weirdly, that's exactly where he feels free. He thrives in unpredictability, the way some people thrive in yoga class. Meanwhile, James and Carousel were giving him routine, structure, expectations, normal life things that keep you alive and functioning. They were literally trying to help him build, and Dakota looked at that like, dictatorship. To him, structure felt like control, order felt like restriction, responsibilities felt like someone unplugging his Wi Fi. And then comes the rapper, Mr. Chaos Coordinator himself, who offers Dakota everything his impulsive little heart wants: freedom, clubs, attention, late night shenanigans, and absolutely zero responsibilities. No rules, no structure, just vibes and bad decisions. So, of course, Dakota ran straight back. He didn't just walk, he sprinted. He practically somersaulted back into the street life with a grin on his face like it's a reunion tour he's been waiting for. Listen, these two are basically trauma bonding experts. They do not break up cleanly. They break up like they are doing promotional cycles. Dakota being out with women, Felicity will spiral. Felicity sending love letters online, Dakota will soften. They always find their way back. But also, maybe they won't. Maybe this breakup is different. Maybe they are on different paths now. Maybe Felicity will get a different man. Maybe Dakota will hit rock bottom enough times to finally change. Because right now, they are toxic together. They are toxic apart. They are toxic in general. They do not bring the best out of each other. This is not love. This is a trauma bond wrapped in a situationship labeled as romance. Dakota is headed into a very dark spiral and may drag Felicity with him again. And honestly, maybe being apart is the first good decision either of them has ever made. So, besties, that's the full situation: the breakup, the eviction, the manipulation, the clubbing, the relapse, the facility attempt, the parents, the well wishers, the downfall, every messy detail. No cuts, no filters, no missing pieces. The only question left is, will they get back together, or is this one breakup that